So first game, it's on the map Red Sands Fort, progressive world dom, 60-second turn. Nothing too fancy. All 6 players. No modifications. Fog is on. Blizzards are off. Portals are off. Um, and we got noob in the first turn. All right, we got some alliances. Thankfully, we can see we can see a lot of the board. Um, so noob takes his first turn. Where does he go? Ooh, looks like he might play for gangway as his bonus. Yep. I wonder if he'll hold. I wonder if they'll let him hold this first turn. All right, Braid my next turn. I mean, second turn. Second of the turn. Looks like he might go for maintenance in the bottom left, which I believe is a +4. If noob does manage to hold gangway turn 1, that'll be amazing, because that's a +5 turn 1. Ooh, it looks like he might go for the rightmost bonus. I don't remember the names. The names of these bonuses are kind of similar. Some of them are, so it's hard to remember all of them. Looks like Bradomite's just spreading himself out, not going to try and go for a bonus this early. All right, now we have Marcellus. If I were to guess, he'd go for that bonus in the bottom right, which I believe is actually a +6, possible, maybe a +5. I think it's a +6, or I'm thinking of a different bonus. So many compartments and weird things all across this map. It makes it very difficult to, 1, take a bonus, and 2, make kills in fog unless you have alliances on. He did not hold at turn 1, and Marcellus moves into the middle. Moves a lot of material into the middle. Looks like is he going to play for Central Tower? That's bold. That is a +7 he might be trying to hold. Best bonus on the map, but 3-point hold, not terrible. It's just the question of if people would let him hold it. Chris going for the upper bonus, which I believe is a +4. Maybe a plus. I think it's a +4, not a +5. I have the overlays. I don't know why I'm just guesstimating here. Hold on. That didn't even work. Gosh darn it. Oh, it told me map info. Shit, I clicked the wrong one. There we go. +4. Gun Tower North is +5. Gun Tower West is +4, +4, +5, +6. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'll turn that off, guys. Back to the game. All right, anyway, Mamba took his turn. Seems like he's going for the +3. At least stacked quite a bit there. All right. All right, now noob takes gangway. Do they let him hold that? And he rolls himself down there to discourage sneaks from breaking him or attempting to. You know, do him a favor. All right, Bradomite in a tough spot. He doesn't seem to have any good lines on. He doesn't seem to have good lines on any of the bonuses. He might be without one this game, which would be very unfortunate considering he's one of the earliest in the turn order. So he could still possibly make a play for Gun Tower East. And it looks like he might. So Marcellus does seem to be going for Central Tower. Wow. And he'll be completely blocked in by Noob if he does that, which means he'll need to hold an exterior else he could get card blocked. Very interested to see how this plays out for Marcellus. Chris, still working on Gun Tower North. Moves out of the way of maintenance. All right. And it looks like Mumbo will be taking, what's that bonus called? I just looked at these bonuses and I'm already forgetting, guys. I'm such a great host. I'm such an amazing broadcaster. Gun Tower Artie. My God. Okay, now I remember. Now I'm in bed. All right, back to the game. Sorry. All right, so yeah, Mamba is working on Gun Tower Artie. It's only a +3 though, for all that work, but it's still something. Like, it's better to have something than nothing. And he's and he's 5th in the turn order. He'll get some of the bigger trades. It won't completely cripple him to have a smaller bonus. Wow, I cannot believe he won that. 1-on-2 slow roll and he gets it. What a man. All right, and he takes maintenance, has a solid guard on it. I don't think anyone's going through the effort of breaking that. Noob holds gangway. A bonus that has surprisingly been held for multiple groups. Like, this is the second group I've seen it happen. It happened in my group. I was in group 1. Not one you'd expect to be held, but usually at least one of the bonuses is left open for card trading, especially Gun Tower West. Because it's only a +4 and there's usually a lot of material in it. People don't bother trying to take it. Oof, lost 4 off of 3. That sucks. But I mean, he is going, high risk, high reward for Marcellus right now if he can hold that bonus. Looks like Chris will take Gun Tower North this turn, spreading himself out a bit. Can he get it? Can he click it? And does he roll that down? He does. What a gentleman. Everyone being very kind to each other this game. You know, rolling down stacks and bonuses. Wow, Chris leaves a whole front undefended. But considering the fact that the person there is Noob, and Noob is the most one susceptible to a suicide from Chris right now, I don't think he'll be broken. Alright, and Mamba finishes up Gun Tower Artie. So now let's see. So now the bonuses. Sneaks is holding +4 in maintenance. Mamba is holding Gun Tower Artie a +3. Chris is holding Gun Tower North a +5. Noob is holding Gangway a +5. And Marcellus will be holding Central Tower a +7. And then Bradamite still has yet to claim a bonus. Is still working on Gun Tower East, which is a +5 if he can hold it. But it's going to be a minute before he can. Especially since people don't seem to be rolling down their territories there or seem to be giving him a chance. They want to keep him weak, want there to be a fish in this game. That's what happened to me in my group. I played in group 1. I, unfortunately, was the one left without a bonus. Cost me the game. And so, you know, there's always going to be some like that in the game. There's going to be a fish. It's inevitable. But to be honest, I think Bradamite might even be below 20 troops right now. But he's going to keep working on Gun Tower East. It's his only chance. And he seems to have cleared out the middle. He just has 2 more territories. And Marcellus successfully takes Central Tower, a +7, 3rd position. I mean, it's a good spot to be in, but it took him a while to get there. However, the first trades haven't even happened yet, so it will be beneficial. If he can hold it. I don't see Noob breaking him. I mean, Noob has had his bonus for a minute here, but I feel like to risk that retaliation would be a bit silly. All right. Yeah, Mamba keeps adding to Gun Tower East. Maybe is he not aware the Bradomite is taking it? He might not be. I don't know how much he can see. I don't know who Mamba's aligned with. We can only see who Chris is aligned with. Thankfully, he's aligned with 2 people, so we can see a good bit of the board. Ooh, is my battery getting low? Yes, it is. I better plug in my laptop. And yes, I am streaming all of this on a laptop. It's not a very, very smart decision, but you know, it's a lot easier. All right. Sneaks holds a lesser bonus than most of the lobby, but will be last in the trade order, so he will get big trades. Has significant stacks on 2 positions of the board, and a lesser one starting to spread itself out. So it seems like the trading spots will be Gun Tower Main, Gun Tower West, and Gun Tower Coast. All right, Marcel's getting plus 10 because of his sweet bonus in the middle. Spreading himself out well. That's smart, because he could very easily end up getting card blocked if he loses all of his exteriors. Well, he'd have to hit somebody else's bonus. But that would also require a lot of coordination from everyone else in the lobby, which could be done with alliances. With alliances on something like that could be done, but I feel like they're going to wait too long for it to get it done. All right. Chris keeping a decent amount of exteriors as well. Very key in a game like this. Even if you have a few alliances, you still need to, like, you can see everything, but it doesn't mean anything if you can't get there. Also, Gun Tower Main, right in the middle there's like 3 pocket positions that I have seen in groups be very easy, be used quite often for people to hide themselves and have kill guards. Which obviously, you know, whoever's sitting there in the middle is going to see them, but like everyone else might not be able to. Or with alliances on, it makes it a bit more difficult. I really wish I could see who everyone was aligned with. They really should add a spectator mode where we can just watch the game and we can see each person's turn. We can see what they see for games like this. That would make fog games way easier to commentate. Thankfully, alliances are at least on, because otherwise there would be no point in even broadcasting this game. All right, first trade's coming in. Noob with the 4. Also, and I just noticed Bradomite did finally take his bonus. So now everyone in the game holds a bonus of some kind. Noob very much centralizing himself from his bonus, but he's pointed in 2 directions. The only problem is his biggest stack actually can only go into Gun Tower, can only really go into Gun Tower West, and he already has a stack there. I feel like it'd be smarter if he moved that stack south, especially since Mamba has a stack right there that could easily go into him if Mamba wanted to attempt to kill. But then again, anyone who goes into the middle can't really go anywhere because those stacks are where they are. Strongly deters anyone from attempting to. However, that might bite Noob in the ass, because if someone gets desperate enough, like if someone truly thinks they have a kill and thinks that they need to go, thinks that they can survive going through one of his stacks, then he will lose his stack position. But if it works, then he completely clogs up the central like navigation through the board. All right, Marcellus, with his big bonus, has big stacks in every corner of the board, in the middle, in the west, in the east, in the south. Everyone very spread out. I think Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Bradamite has been reduced to only his bonus. I think whatever position he had in Gun Tower West has been eliminated. Unless, I believe he may have had a pocket, because I think we could see the pocket positions in Gun Tower Main in the first turn. I think he might have one there. But if he doesn't, then he has been. But even if he does, that's right next to his bonus. I believe he is exclusively in the east side of the board. And I think a lot of the other players can see that. I think even with a bonus, Bradamite will remain the fish for this game. He's going to really need some luck to get him back into this. All right, Mambo with the 12. I really wish I had game audio. It makes it feel weird when there's just kind of silence. Dead space. Dead air, I guess. All right, in the final first trade, Sneaks getting the 15. 60 troops, that's quite possibly double what Bradamite has right now. Is he telling Chris to move his stack? Or no, he's just taking a card. I couldn't tell what he was doing there. 37. Sneaks completely off of his bonus. But a stack right there. I mean, it can't connect if Mamba breaks him from the south, but very threatening. I think Sneaks is very much lining up on the Bradamite kill. He is fully aware of Bradamite's situation, and I think if anyone's going to get the kill, it's him. The only problem is that he's last in the turn order, Bradamite's second. Someone else could act before him, and Bradamite will always be ahead of him in cards. However, let's assume Bradamite doesn't sit on 3, and Sneaks does. Could be worth it to guarantee himself a set for the next turn. Ooh, and Noob has to hit. Noob hits a 3. He didn't have to do that, which makes it very. He could have hit Marcellus's 1. He didn't want to block off his 14, but his 14's kind of blocked off anyway because of Marcellus's 11. I think the logical move there was just to take a card off the 14. Because I feel like Marcellus would have traded it with him regardless. Now Bradamite sees that 37 of Sneaks. And now I'm sure he's scared. Now he knows the situation. It's not worth it for Sneaks to kill him here, but it will be in 1 or 2 trades from now. And Marcellus even eliminates a position of Noob. I think we're going to start to see conflict between Noob and Marcellus. I feel like this whole dynamic they've got going is not going to work if they're doing that. I mean, because Marcellus also had cards he could have taken. Like he could have hit Bradamite's 1. I guess didn't want to open Bradamite's stack. Chris going to break? No. He saw his 1. Now with all these stacks across the board, people are starting to struggle to get cards. Chris has a lot more options than most, though. I feel like hitting Noob there was never going to have to be an option for him. I think he was just kind of messing around. All right, Sneaks. Sneaks his turn. Sneaks does not set. I didn't think he would. Is he thinking about it? He's considering it. Does he break? No. Interesting, he told Chris he had to attack his territory but didn't even break him. I mean, could you just taken the card? I guess just wants to be cautious. Didn't want Chris to think it was an aggressive move, I believe. Ooh, Noob, you should stay there. That guarantees you a card. So that you don't end up in a susceptible situation again. Alright. Bradamite sits on 4. That is smart. Yeah, exactly. Now, Sneaks is crying because he wanted to kill him. That was very smart from Bradamite. He needed that. He needed to sit on 4, absolutely. But that's only going to get him so far. Marcellus also sets on 4. What does he do? Does he kill Noob? Surely he does not. No. He was looking at it, though. He's... Ooh. One, he blocks off Bradomite from the center of Gun Tower Main, and two... Well, actually, not entirely. Bradomite could go around. But he inserts himself there. He gets himself involved. Sneak's telling Chris to attack Mamba. He wants Chris to feed him the kill? But even if he does that, Mamba acts first. Net negative for Chris. He should not listen to Sneaks. Yeah, and Marcellus asking him to give him a card. Of course he will. That was a smarter move. I'm really wondering what Sneaks wanted Chris to do there. Because there's no plausible way in which Sneaks could have been fed the Mamba kill if Chris did that. Because I'm assuming he meant hit the 4. He doesn't want Chris to have that kill guard. That's what he meant. He doesn't want Chris to have that kill guard. That makes more sense. Chris actually has Mamba guarded in technically 2 places. It's just one of them is much stronger than the other. Alright. Mamba sets, probably smart. I think it's just smart to not go to 5 cards here. I feel like going to 5 cards is very risky right now. Not as risky for Chris, because I don't think anyone could kill him. Not with the way he's positioned, and the way that Sneaks is blocked. There's no way. Alright, Sneaks also sets on 4. Everyone just keeping themselves alive, basically. But Noob and Chris both going to 5 cards. I'm not surely not. Ooh, he's going for it. He thinks he has it. He actually just might. He has to hit that 15, though. Oh, he's got it. I think he has it. He has it. Oh, wait. Wait. It's a 5-on-2. He could fail, and he gets it. He gets the kill on Noob. Noob out at 6th for this game. We will see him in game 2. Sneak's getting a juicy 5 cards set on and the set, but he is very weak. He is much weaker than he was before. He's going to be on 4 cards. Somebody could kill him. In fact, Chris could kill him. And I think it'd be profitable for Chris to do so. If Chris is allied with him, Chris sees everything of him and sees what just happened. Sees how much he lost. Sneak's got some bad rolls. I think Chris kills him on his next turn. Sneaks should break that alliance. Or he should have much earlier. He should have before he'd made that kill. Alright, Bradomite takes a card and passes. Locks Marcellus' stack within Gun Tower Main. Well, not entirely, but he has to hit a 13 to get out. Chris. This is Chris knowing that he wants to kill Sneaks, but doesn't know if he wants Marcellus to see it. Doesn't want, because he doesn't know how weak he's going to be after he does it. I mean, I don't think he'll be so weak that Marcellus would attempt to kill him, but he might go negative. How many cards will be? Let me think. He'll be on 2 cards after that. He takes 4 cards, sets again. 3. I believe he'll be on 4 cards if he kills Sneaks at the end of his turn. He breaks. Yeah, okay. He's gonna kill Sneaks. No, Sneaks. He's not gonna attack Red. He's gonna attack you. Oh baby. This could be tight. Yep. That was smart. He should have done that a lot earlier, though. Chris already has him. Oh, he needs to be a bit faster, though. Half of his time already taken. Oh, okay, dice. He has enough, I believe. I think about 15 seconds left. I think he's got enough time. And that is game over for Sneaks. We'll see him in game 2 as well. We're now down to 4 players in this game. In this first game, 120 troops. He is still plenty strong. Like, I don't think he had to worry about Marcellus, but I think in case he failed the kill, he didn't. Because there was a chance he could have failed it if he got absolutely atrocious dice. Like, that was not a 100% kill. All right, now Mamba hits him a bit, obviously. That's the smart move. Takes himself a second bonus. All right. Now, what do you do if you're Bradomite? Bradomite, surprisingly, despite having been the fish for most of this game, has now outlived 2 people. No set on 3, though, might kill him. Oh, baby. All right, Marcellus sets on 3. Does he go for it? I think he goes for Bradomite. I think going for Chris would be very... Well, how many troops does Bradomite have? How much did we see of him? I believe he has around 70, maybe 80. It would be a better option for Marcellus to kill Bradomite. I feel like it'd be stupid of him to not do anything. Yeah, he's going for Bradomite. No? What is he doing? No, no, no. He didn't want Chris to see how much he lost. But he is going for it, I believe. Is he not? I can't tell. I believe we would see the dice attacking. He doesn't. Wow. That is kind of interesting to me. I suppose he just didn't want to sit on 5 cards. Didn't want to... Actually, yeah, he probably would have been very weak after that. That was probably a good decision from him. But now Chris takes it. Bradomite probably had only around 70 troops total. I don't think that's an oops. He's not kill guarded anywhere. Is he? No. Did Bradomite hide a lot of troops? That's what he's thinking. That's what he's thinking. Does he have it? How many troops? No, he didn't hide anything. He was just trying to get him to stop. Now Chris sets in. Chris very much in control of this game right now. And he still has a wild. He'll have a set on 3 if he needs it. I think he's got this game right in his hands. But yeah, he needs. I don't know. I don't know what he does here. I don't know what you do if you're Chris. I think you just chill out for a minute. That's 69. Nice. But now we're down to 3 players. And one of these 3 will be taking the first spot in this group to the quarterfinals. All right, Mamba sets on 3. Probably smart. But now that also encourages Chris to not really do anything. Chris keeps his dominance here, unless Marcellus should probably hit him, but... And he card skips. He card skips. That... I don't think that wins him this game in any possible way, shape, or form. And I'll let you guys remember, in case anyone here has not seen one of these groups before, this is a 3-game series, meaning that all 6 of these guys, well, not all, these guys play 3 games. The winner of each game will move on to the quarterfinals and won't have to play the next game. So whoever wins this game won't have to play the next 2 games. So it's only winner take all. Marcellus, not entirely sure what his game plan is here. Sit in front of the 69? No, he goes... He blocks Mamba. That's what he does. But he also blocks his stack. Chris has no motivation to open that up. I don't think Marcellus is playing this optimally. I think Chris still has the win quite easily here. He's not at risk of dying. All right, Mamba getting plus 12 because now he's holding 2 bonuses. What does he do? What does he do? I'd assume he continues the 0 card. Once you do it once, there's no point in not keeping it going. He's hoping one of them fucks up. He takes a card. Okay. Yeah, no, skipping a card there was not a move that Mamba should have made at all, in my opinion. I mean, it was smart to sit on 3, but 0 carding, I don't know. Well, what do you do if you're Marcellus here? Just hope for a set on 3, I guess. And Mamba accepts the ally request. Now we see, so Mamba has 174. Mamba is on par with Chris right now, but the thing is, Chris is several cards ahead. And I believe Marcellus actually has less than both of them. Marcellus hides some troops. And he breaks the alliance with... Does he kill him? Does he kill Marcellus here? Does he really? I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh. No, he didn't want Mamba to know how many troops he held back there, I bet. Or simply just wanted to take stock of Mamba and then break it. I mean, that would also make sense. Blocks the 37 back there. Or at least guards it. And if Marcellus is smart, he doesn't hit that. I don't know if Chris needed to do that, though. I don't know if that was the best move for Chris. I suppose he just didn't want to risk Marcellus getting desperate and making a bad move. Like attempting to kill him while he was on 5 cards. Because if Marcellus killed Chris on... If Chris went to 5 cards there and Marcellus somehow killed him, he would still lose. So Chris just didn't want to risk that possibly happening. Because in Marcellus's mind, he might think he has a chance. But if he did that, no. Breaks Chris. Makes sense. Fair enough. But Marcellus, all of his troops are locked. Technically. Does he kill him now? That's a lot of territory he needs to hit. He needs to remember that like 100 or odd stack that's in Gun Tower Coast. Does he go straight for it? No, he does not. Splits off probably about 15, 10 maybe. Is that all he needs? Is that all he needs? That's risky. He gets it though. Gets good dice. Yeah, he splits it. Gets it. Nice. Oh, he's running out of time though. 20 seconds left. I'd say about. Ooh, where'd he hide all those troops? Oh, he's running out of time. Running out of time. Running out of time. Oh, he might not have it. Oh my god. It's down to the wire. Last few seconds. Last few seconds. Does he get it? Oh, he can't click. He doesn't get it. Oh my god. He doesn't get it. And Mamba knows he failed. Does Mamba find it? Mamba can't get it. Mamba doesn't have the troops. Mamba doesn't have the troops to get it. But Marcellus is going to set. Oh no. Oh no. And he knows he can't get it. He knows there's too many troops back there. That is unfortunate. The only thing that saves Chris here is no set. No set from Marcellus, but I think he's got it. Oh no, he's looking, he's hoping, he is praying that is not where the troops are, but... Oh, that is unfortunate. Does he go for it anyway? He finds the 25. I don't know. He's looking for anything. He's just hitting things at this point, I think. How absolutely unfortunate for Mamba. Yeah, all right, and Marcellus sets doesn't do anything. But Chris has a set on 3, and he should probably use it. Gain control back of this game at least. God, that was very unfortunate, but thankfully it wasn't game ending for Chris. He still had that stack there. Maybe he cripples Mamba a bit, I think, here. Wipes out a lot of his extra stacks. And he stops there. 210 troops. Mamba's sitting at somewhere, I think. I'm actually not sure how much he's sitting at. This game became far more open now after that failed kill, unfortunately, by Chris. Yeah, does he hit the 44 for the card? Loses 35. What does he have about? Oh, and he keeps hitting. He has less than 100 troops. But, ooh. That wasn't the move. That wasn't the move. Now he dies. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. Does he die? I think Mamba just kills him regardless. That'd probably be his best move. Just so Chris can't get it eventually. And since Chris acts before him, it wouldn't be smart for Mamba to just let Marcellus go to 3 cards. Marcellus does not suicide, though. I respect that. But he did spend a lot of troops. Wow, he hit a lot of them, but he took that entire little, yeah, so Chris can't kill him. He can guard him. Maybe that's his best move. I'd do it personally. This game would have been going for 40 minutes? Jesus. Mamba sets. Does he go for the kill on Marcellus? Is it worth it at all for him to do that? I mean, I think it might be. It might be smart for him to just go heads up with Chris. I think he's doing it. And he'll be on 4 cards at the end of this turn. So he's going to have to leave quite a bit back there. And Marcellus dies. Now this game's down to Chris and Mamba. Who will take the first quarterfinal spot from this group? All right, Mamba runs out of time. He has a good bit of troops locked down in maintenance. I think around 35 probably. And some locked in Artie, I believe. I mean, locked in East. He opens it. Wow. Okay. Interesting move. I think he's just hitting whatever he can. Just kind of in a panicked frenzy right now. Doesn't really know what to do. He knows Mamba's going to set. Ooh, good dice. Nice. Could have been better, but, good for what they were. Alright, that's going to be the end of his turn. He's pretty spread out, but he is so low on troops. I think Mamba just wins this game, yeah. Sets, clears the board. Does he have a set on 3? I didn't see. Yeah, good. Okay, he must not. Good game. Good game. It was valiant effort from Chris. Unfortunately, he failed that kill on Marcellus, and that was the fatal move. Was him just being one hit short. He couldn't click the territory. Probably was shaking a little bit. Oh shit, he might have it this turn. Mamba's a very fast player. That looks like he's gonna end it right here. All right. So I am Mamba, getting the first win for this group. We'll be moving on to the quarterfinals. We'll be seeing the rest of these players in game 2. And don't worry, guys. The other 2 games, the settings for the next 2 games go by much faster than this one did. One's a bit more stalematey and a bit more slow burn. The next 2 games will be fairly quick, I believe. All right, now we gotta wait for game 2 to get set up. While we are waiting, I just want to say to everyone watching, damn, he's that fast. He is that fast. Mamba is probably one of the fastest players I know. He can click fast. I mean, he figures out. He like studies pathing, and I mean like practices it. But anyway, while we're waiting for this game to start, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for watching. Currently, it's a lot of fun to broadcast these games, but it's even more fun knowing that you guys enjoy it. If you want to support PRT and all these tournaments that we host, be sure to follow the Twitch channel and subscribe if you can. It helps us keep these streams ad free for everyone, so that we can leave your tournament experience uninterrupted, and just goes to support us financially. And if you want to get in on these tournaments and support PRT even more, sign up to become a member of the Professional Risk Takers circuit. It's only $25 a year, an annual subscription, and it gets you access to every single tournament PRT hosts. It gets you free access to all of the open tournaments, and gets you the chance to be put on a wait list for the invitationals we host as well. It's a lot of fun. Each tournament has prize pools funded by all of our members. It's a whole lot of fun, and we would love to have you involved. But it seems like we're getting this second game up here. Let me think. Who were the other people that made it in from the first groups? From my group, I played in Group 1. I know it was Jax Wild, Pentix, and Felice. Those 3 made it from my group. And the second group, I believe, was who was it? Pete, Mallory, and Hudson Hornet. Those 3 made it from Group 2. So those are our 6 quarterfinalists so far, plus Mamba now, since he has guaranteed himself a spot in the quarterfinals. Are we getting ready? So seems we have 3 players not yet joining. But then again, that game went for quite a bit. Let me check the chat. All right, we got Sneaks in now. All right, we got everybody. Looks like we'll be entering into game 2. The settings for this one, the map is Atlantis, 70% domination, progressive cards, 60-second turn timer. Blizzards are on, fog is off, portals are off. It's going to be another bonus game, or at least it was for my group. I believe it will be for this one as well, especially depending on the blizzards. The blizzards were pretty crazy in my game. Sorry for the dead air, guys. I was talking to them in the chat. I think we're about to get started. Everyone seems to be ready. All right, we're getting into it. So now we're down to 5 players, as one of them has already secured their way to the quarterfinals. Now we have Sneaks, Marcellus, Bradamite, Noob, and Chris. Let's see what the turn order is. In my group, I was first in the turn order all 3 games. That irked me. Oh, and Noob is now first in turn order 2 games in a row. Ooh, these blizzards. Ooh, these are cutting bonuses. Any significant holds or nothing too crazy? What does Noob go? Can Noob? I think he goes for the bonus in the middle bottom, if that makes sense, or maybe on the middle left. Yeah, I think he goes for that. Yeah, he does. Let me look at these bonuses again. I kind of forgot what these were. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna bonuses. I clicked game 2. All right. Temple in the middle is +7. Green City is +5. Market City is +4. Market, Green, Temple, Southwest, Thera, Scholar. Okay, I think I can remember those, possibly, maybe. All right, but anyway, so we have Noob going for Market City, which is a +4. Marcellus seems to be going for Thera Arena, which is a +5. Chris is going for West City, which is +3. That's the least rewarding bonus on the board, but it's still one that he can easily take. And he blocks in the 2. All right. Now Sneaks. What does Sneaks go for here? He could potentially go for Temple. He'd have to hit too much. He moves out of the way there. Or does he? No, he does not. He stays there. He stays in Noob's way. Maybe I think he's going to try and tell Noob to get out. Or simply blocking him, which would be an interesting move considering everyone else is also going for bonuses. Bradamite. Is he going for South Gardens, the biggest bonus on the map and the most rewarding? I think he is. Surprising. I don't know if he's going to be able to get Sneaks to move out of there. Nope. Well, Sneaks gives him the thumbs up. Was it a great game? It was a great game, Mamba. Very well done from you. Very unfortunate Chris failed that kill at the end, but still very, very impressive play from you. That speed at the end was impeccable. Brady might really think about what he wants to do, what he wants to maneuver. I think he's good where he is. All right, so Noob, I'm assuming Sneaks is going to move out of his way next turn. I can't tell, but he's got I think he's really signaling to him, hey, get him a bonus. Actually, he could pivot to Temple. He should pivot to Temple. Maybe he takes both. I don't know. He could very easily. I think I would have just pivoted to the better bonus, but all right. Marcellus gets Thera Arena. Doesn't guard from one front, but that's a +5 turn 1 if he can hold it. All right. Chris takes as +3. Let me remember these one more time. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I swear I know what I'm doing. I swear. All right. So now Sneaks gonna have a hard. Now Chris got in his way from moving out of Bradamite's bonus. Thing is though, I just don't see Bradamite being able to take that bonus. I mean, that's a +8 and a lot of territory. but most importantly, it's a +8. Oh, he needs to move that 8. Because otherwise I think Noob is going to hit it. Oh, I had a bit of a voice crack there. He doesn't move it. Wow. And he card skips. What is Sneaks doing? We'll have to see how this plays out. I think Noob now, all things considered, should pivot to Temple. Unless Bradomite hits into it here. Maybe moves into it. No. Now Noob should pivot. Go for Temple. Don't hold on to this bonus if you can't even get it. No, don't do that. No. Noob, it's right there. You have a +7 free. Oh no. You have it. You have a better bonus. No one's gonna hit you. Oh my goodness. He can't see it. Or maybe he just thinks someone will break him, but I don't think they will. I don't think a single person would break him if he took Temple. But we'll have to see. Marcellus in a perfectly fine situation. He's currently got the best bonus out of anyone who has a bonus, which is 2 people. Chris also well off. Marcellus and Chris, because of this squabble between Noob, Sneaks, and Bradomite for these bonuses, it's just going to advantage Marcellus and Chris even more. I just don't get it, man. I don't get like what could possibly be the game plan here? And I still don't understand why Sneak skipped. Maybe it was an accident. Yeah, he's telling you, Noob. He is telling you that you have a better bonus. If Noob does not see this, I'm going to yell at him so much in the postgame. Because I don't think he does. I think he does not see it at all. Thank you. Oh my goodness. And move. Just move out. Give up. It's over. No. There was no point in doing that just to piss him off. He had been indicating you to trade bonuses for like 2 turns. Just simply incredible play, really. Now Marcellus probably wins this because of all that. I don't know, though. Now Dupe has a decent bonus, but won't get out of the way of someone else. He might lose that 10. And if he does, I wouldn't blame Sneaks. Alright, so Marcellus and Chris are kind of just hanging out. They have no reason to be aggressive because of all the turmoil happening on the other sides of the board, or other parts of the board. I gotta be honest, Sneaks, at this point, just hit the 10. Why not? I don't know any universe in which... Now, if you're Bradomite, do you hit that? I think no. I think you wait another turn. And then hit it. Yeah, smart. So, Brady might actually be able to successfully hold a +8. To be fair, it'll be on the 5th turn, but it's still a +8 in a lot of territory, and only a 2-point guard because of that one blizzard. It's a good bonus. And the pathing on this map is kind of weird. Oh, come on. Sorry if you could hear that. I was scratching on my mic. I had a hair on it. What if you're Marcellus? You have 51 troops, 25% of the board, like twice as many troops as two of the other players, like as many troops as two of the players combined. Yep, he just chills, as I kind of expected him to. Now, what I want to know is, does Noob keep that kill guard on Sneaks and let him hold that +4? Or does he potentially hit him just to be a nuisance? Because the way Noob has been playing, I feel like the second option isn't all that unlikely. However, I know Noob is a smart player, so I don't think he does. I think he was just a bit irked that Sneaks wasn't moving, and he just couldn't see that Temple was an option. It's a split bonus. Who wants to hold a split bonus? Like, it's risky. Someone could have easily screwed him over, but they didn't, which I knew they wouldn't. And he keeps telling Marcellus, hey, can you move out of my way? I want to move out. I want to get away from this guy. Or no, okay. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe he won the second bonus, which isn't all of that outrageous since he only has a +3, but then Marcellus would also want a second bonus, and he has no option for that. Alright. Yeah, so now so Sneaks finally takes a bonus. And it's a +4. How incredible. Let's see what happens. Alright, and now Brady Mike gets to hold his bonus a +8. Now he is weak and honestly could die. Like he could very well die to Marcellus here. Marcellus would definitely have the troops to do it. I think. I think a 6 trade and the bonus, like, but obviously it wouldn't be worth it. He couldn't make a 70 run out of that even if he tried. He hits. Okay. Interesting. I don't get that. Blocks. I think he was seeing the same lines I was, but was thinking that Marcellus would actually do it. Which, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe he would have. And Brandamite, you could see him emote. He wasn't sure why Noob did that either. Because he probably didn't see the lines. Or even if he did, he also knew, like me, that they're outrageous and probably wouldn't happen. Sneaks being a card behind here is going to kind of suck for him. I think that's, in the end, going to get him killed. I think we will. I have a strong feeling we will be seeing Sneaks in Game 3. Ah, he has to use a wild. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, but he's got a good. He's in a good position. It's just Marcellus's gap, which over him is going to start to increase, and Noob is going to catch up to him. Like, now that this board is stabilizing, Chris is now at more of a disadvantage. He's putting roadblocks kind of in the map, it seems, or he's directing to him to leave. Oh. Like, he is really, like, Marcellus, I'm not entirely sure what Chris wants him to do there either. Like he just wants him to move one down? Because like there's nowhere for, or he just wants the stack to come up into his bonus. He just wants him to leave. Like he wants him to leave so Chris can take that bonus. But why would he give that bonus to him if he himself can't take a second bonus? That makes no sense. And he's most definitely not going to do it. Especially now that Chris's stack isn't right. Especially since Chris's stack isn't right next to it. There's no reason. All right, Marcellus gets the fourth set. Now Marcellus is in a good position because he has a massive bonus. I mean, +8. That is over double what Chris is making. But to be fair, Chris has more of the board. But God, these blizzards are interesting. They really split the middle. Like really wears down the amount of places people can get through to the other sides of the map. Marcellus just sitting with his advantage right now, the advantage that he still has. As he also has a smaller bonus than Noob and Bradamite, so if this game goes too long, that'll start to slip. And the trades get bigger. No point sitting on 3, but it's nice to have one. Chris is currently with the majority of the board, which is quite interesting to me. No one's been taking cards off of him. He hasn't guarded his bonus much. He has one just big exterior stack, which, to be fair, his bonus is starting to get worth less and less comparatively. So it's not that outrageous that he doesn't really care about it. But he still wants it blocked so that no one can just run through it for the 70. Alright, so Sneaks finally sets, gets the 12. Card behind. I just think that like, that's gonna screw him over. Like I don't see Sneaks winning this game because he's a card behind. But who knows? Maybe I'll be proven wrong. In my group, I didn't see Group 2, unfortunately, but in my group, this game did end up because of a feed, which could easily happen again. Marcellus to kill Braidmite into the 70s is a possibility on 4 cards. It is. It is. But it is. Yeah, any cards. That's smart. Imagine Marcellus didn't even have a set on 4 anyway. Yeah. I've seen Bradamite do that quite a few times. Like I have played Bradamite where he's in the last position, and I've seen him. Whenever he does that, it usually means he has a set because I've seen him do that before. That is a strategy of his. Because some people will just skip simply just to not die, even if they don't have a set. But if Bradamite does it, I feel like that means he has a set. Marcellus does sit on 4. I wonder, do you think Noob had no set on 4? Or did he just think it wouldn't be necessary? Alright, do we see Chris set? Does he have a reason to? I mean, Bradamite can't kill him. Bradamite can't do it. Even if Bradamite has a set on 3, he can't really do anything. At least from my perspective. I'm not sure why he set on 4 either. And now it's making Chris question if he should, but he really shouldn't. Like Chris has no reason to set right now. There's no way that Noob is gonna make a run or anything. No one can make a run. The board is still way too clogged, and no one can make a kill. Yeah, that'd be worth it. That is. I don't know. I mean, Chris could have like. Ugh, loses 3 off of 2. That sucks. There are some good blizzards. There are some good blizzards. Brady might taking a lot of time here. He hasn't even drafted. He sets, but he doesn't have a lot of time. He needs to. He was really thinking. He was really. He was strongly considering it, whether or not he would do that. It was probably the right move. Right move. Jesus. I feel like he died otherwise. Sneaks might die here. I don't think so. How much was the set? Like 25? 30? No, he doesn't die. Right? I mean, Noob wants it. Noob wants to be able to kill him, but I don't think he has quite enough. Does he? No, he does not. Unfortunate. He really, really wanted that kill. Yeah, I think. How much did he just put down? Quite a bit. I think sets were at what, 25 maybe? I mean, he had it, right? But did he need the double tap? Like, didn't he have enough to just stack on the 19 to hit a 43? And clear that out. Like, I think he had it there. But maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. I want to see how much does Chris set in for here. He's still mad that Marcellus hasn't moved. I still don't understand why he wants him to. Oh, the sets were 25. So I think Noob had enough there. I think with the extra troops, that was plus 10, 25, 35 troops. Which he didn't need to put anywhere else except there for that kill. He absolutely had that. Interesting. Or at least had very good odds to get it. I think he should have gone for it. But I could be wrong. All right, sneak sets. Probably, I think he's surprised he lived to set. And he's got one big stack. Now I'm not sure if he dies at all. Brady might now in the troop lead because he has the bigger bonus and gets the biggest sets. Well, actually, that's not true. Well, actually, yes, it is because he also card skipped. But it doesn't even matter. I mean, the trades are just big at this point. I'm gonna have quite a few questions for Noob about game 2 when we go to the post game. But all right, now Marcellus's turn. Set on 3. I mean, even with a set on 3, I don't think he can do much with it. But you know, It's worth asking. I feel like if anyone goes to 5 cards, someone tries to kill them. I think these players are going to start getting antsy. This game's been going on longer than I even expected it to. Thing is, everyone got bonuses. Marcellus' awesome lines on red. Yes, he does, but he needs it to be profitable. He needs to be able to make a run out of it. He's had good lines on Bradomite all game, but he needs to be able to win if he goes for it. I don't know. I think if Bradomite doesn't have a sit on 3, he dies. But something could happen before then. For example, Chris could die right here. Hold on. No, he's not doing it. Is he? No. The 36 can't do anything. If he wanted to do something, he'd stack everything on that 47. Ooh, wait. Oh, no, he is doing it. Oh, God, that's risky. I don't know if he has it. Oh, my God. He doesn't have it. Oh, my God. Okay, he didn't hit much. He didn't hit a lot, and I don't think Marcellus can get there. Oh, but this could turn into a sweep if he can. Does he have a set? He has a set. I think he goes for it. I think this is a clean sweep for Marcellus if he gets the good dice. If he gets the dice he needs. I don't know. He can't. He can't, though. He can't. That 35. Because he's not going to set if he kills Bradomite, but... This sucks. This sucks for Marcellus. He can't do anything. Sucks for Marcellus is fan. Wait. No, because he can't. No. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really, really, really sucks. And hopefully Chris does have... Does Chris have a set? Actually, I didn't see. He does. Okay. We're good. Set up for the red key. Because the Chris kill was not viable. He wasn't able to. If things were slightly different, he could have... If Bradomite skipping a card, smartest move he made this game. Because if he was on 4 cards, Marcellus could have chained that into a win. He could have killed Bradomite and Chris. And just gotten the 70. Smartest thing Bradomite's done in this game is skip a card. Oh my god. Does he do so? What does he do? Oh. Don't do it. Don't let the anger get to you, man. Don't let it happen. Why did Noob... I'm so confused. Smart, but also very defensive. I don't know. I mean, like, a defensive move is saving his game right now. This game is over, and he is in game 3 if he didn't do that. And now he has potentially... Oh, sneak set on 3. I just noticed that. I think he just didn't want to die. He wasn't doing anything there. And Bradomite sets on 3. That ruins Marcellus' plans. But does he run it? I don't think he can get it if he runs it. I think he's a bit too cut off, maybe? What's the... I think the 70 is 37. There's 52 territories here with the blizzards. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, he is going. This game ends right here, whether Bradomite wins or not. This board is falling apart. And Marcellus is getting hit hard. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, he has it. Oh, he... Wait. Yeah, he has it. He's good. He's good. He's fine. And GG's to Bradomite. Bradomite gets the run. And he will be our second quarterfinalist from Group 3. And now we move on to Game 3 with our last 4 competitors. One spot left. One more person will be moving on, and the other 3 will be eliminated from the Invitational. The In-BRUHH-tational, sorry. Awesome. That was amazing pathing from Bradomite. And he had lucky sets that entire game. Good cards, good pathing. That's what that was. All right. Now we're on to Game 3, which is bound to be, which in my opinion is by far the worst settings of the 3. But we'll have to see how things play out. These guys are talking about the game. I'm hoping someone's setting up the lobby. That's not it. Oh, there must be a GM game going on at the same time. Those are GM settings. I didn't spell my name wrong. I do not set up that black bar. That is not me. I don't think I spelled my name wrong, did I? I think my name's right. Yeah, it is. Oh no, the first. Yeah, no, it isn't. The quarantine. That is on Mitch. Mitch, listen to the people. Give them what they want. Spell my name right. How does the points work besides winners advance? That is it. That is it, Bradomite. That is all that matters is winners. It's just like GM tournament, basically. Yeah, that's what JJ wanted. He didn't want points to be a factor in this. Let me actually double check something real quick, people. Did they start without him? Just that the game was full. That was very well played, Bradomite, by the way. That was incredible pathing and lucky sets. Others I don't think would have been able to pass that. Or at least some. Oh, no, that would never apply. There is a tiebreaker rule with the word. Like, there are placement points and bounty points simply out of principle in case of tiebreakers, but tiebreakers don't really make sense. Unless in the case of like a zombie. I think it's if like zombies won a game. I'm not sure. It really depends. Like, I don't think there's any situation in which the points become a factor. Anyway, are we getting going? Not yet. Sorry, I forgot to tell them they can go. All right. So now we're into game 3. This one, by far the most interesting settings, and this is our last game, last spot. So the settings are: the map is redacted, zombies, progressive cards, 60-second turn timer. I believe blizzards are on. Yeah, blizzards are on. Fog is off. Portals are unstable, and there is one bot. So there's the zombies bot and an AI, just a normal AI, and it's the first in turn. Noob, first human player in turn order, all 3 games. Incredible. Oh, and the bot hits the zombies, and then hits Noob. I think we might see bonuses here as well, but the smaller ones anyway. I mean, Sneaks practically already has that bonus in the top right, but the thing is the zombies have an 8 right there that could mess with him. He'll have to pull back. Hope maybe just might be able to live. If I'm him, I think I risk it. Wham, bam. Chris is gonna set himself up to take that middle bonus. Tell Brady White to get on out of there. We got one. Sorry, I've got a song stuck in my head. I'd hit the zombies for him. Maybe. Potentially. Probably I'll have the pathing map open. Possibly. Alright. Well, he does hit them. Huh. But then he leaves the bot there. And the bot could fuck with him. Probably will. But that's a good little corner he has to himself. This could be potential for Sneaks to snowball, actually. Assume it depends on how much the bot messes with him. But he has a very easy... Ooh, God. That one blizzard in the bottom right really makes this... I'm excited to see where this goes for Sneaks. This could be an easy snowball for Sneaks up into an easy win. Oh, Sneaks is red. Who is that? That's Marcellus. I'm so stupid. Marcellus I'm talking about. Marcellus has a chance to snowball and win here. As for the rest of them, I don't see how Noob could get a bonus here. I don't think he has lines for one unless he steals... Ooh, Zombie's got a big stack running around. No one losing too much. Just making the rounds as they do. We got a wham. I think the bot does not get broken. The bot holds a +3. Does it add next to Marcellus? Does it ruin? No, it doesn't. Oh my goodness. Marcellus might be the luckiest man alive for this game. Ooh, but that bot is wanting to get nice and close to him. And he has no portals on him right now. That's even better. At least this turn. The unstable portals could ruin this snowball from Marcellus. All right, now Noob's turn. Noob, kind of weak, but not any weaker than most of the players. Not like too much weaker. Kind of in 2 spots right now. Could be worse. Could be better. Pulls back to the 5, probably, yeah. The bot now holding 2 bonuses, by the way. I just noticed that. A +3, 2 +3s, I believe. Brandon doesn't seem. I mean, sorry, not. God damn it. Sneaks doesn't seem to be moving from that middle bonus. So maybe Chris goes for something else. Maybe he doesn't go for anything. All right. Now, if I'm Marcellus, I put most of it on that 3. Take that bonus. See what I can do. Yep. Just insane. And now there's no way someone can get to him. Unless that bot gets real strong, stacks everything there. This bot, I think he does have a chance to get screwed over by the bot yet. And the zombies are almost dead, actually. I just noticed that as well. Maybe they'll infect. In my group, they didn't infect, but one turn they had one of those just like absolute outbreaks. So like they gained 100 troops, and I lost basically. Like I got completely wiped out. But which could happen again, especially considering they don't really have anything to hit. Yep, it infects, and it infects Marcellus, but not where it needed to. Not in a place that's important. If I'm Marcellus, my balls just jumped into my throat if I'm Marcellus, because I thought he had gotten infected on the right side, but he didn't. He's a lucky guy. But now he has to guard that portal that he's got in the back. And there's a zombie 6 right there. And a bot 9. Woo. Maybe. I mean, he has 2 bonuses. I think he'll have enough to guard it. He might have to move some back, though. Oh, no. Yeah, noob getting blocked in my bot. Ugh. Man, noob has not had a good bout with these games. Chris being relatively untouched. 4 positions, still quite a bit of troops. Marcellus is going to start to outnumber him here, but still very good position. Like this game is not just not completely. Wow. 46% roll and he loses nothing. He's going to lose that 3 though to that 6 though most likely, unless it goes to a portal. We'll have to see. Maybe he knows the zombie pathing. Maybe he knows secrets that we don't. All right, now Marcellus gaining +8 puts it all in the portal, or should. Puts most of it on the portal. Smart enough. I'm so happy I'm on this game. This game sucked for me, but then again, I got so unlucky in my games during this, but especially this game. But no, these are rough settings. We got a I think now Sneaks wants that middle bonus, but he didn't let Chris have it, and I don't think Chris is going to let him have it. Especially since Chris only has a +2 himself. All right, +35 from the zombies. That's quite a bit, but not enough. Wow. Ooh. Loses a 4. All right, so Chris is losing a position. I think the bot's going to get hit quite a bit here. I think that 13 goes into the bot. Oh, the bot is getting hit a lot. Ooh. Bot's getting hit a lot. Chris loses a position, still fine. Now the bot's down to 9 troops. Sneaks has it kill guarded, mostly. I mean, someone could punch through it if they wanted, but it wouldn't be very worth it. Now down to 12 troops. The bot. What does the bot do? Hits the zombies. This does bot things. Feeds someone cards, typical. I think Sneaks is going to be the ones to get those cards. Surprised one of them hasn't pivoted to the other 2 territory bonus. Which one do you mean? If you mean the one that the bot holds right now, that's a +3 actually, and yes, I am surprised no one's pivoted to it. Oh, see, there we go. Speak of the devil. The +2s are the ones in the bottom right, the one that Chris holds, and the bottom one that Marcellus holds. Those are +2s. I don't think there's any other +2s on the map. I think everything else is like +3, +4, or more. Yeah, see, Chris is trying to tell him, but like, why? Why would he think that Sneaks would let him hold that when Sneaks doesn't even hold anything? And that's a +4 when Chris already has a +2. I don't know. Maybe he's just gonna bully him into doing it. If I'm Sneaks, I don't move an inch. I think the zombies are gonna explode though. I think Noob just might have a problem here. Man, these blizzards are crazy now that I'm looking at them like properly. I mean, I already knew the one on the bottom right was crazy, but like the one that cuts off Play-Doh from the rest, like, I mean, not fully cut off, but like still really blocks the channel up into the top. I don't know. I think we see the zombies explode next turn. Oh, when he moves off the portal, he lets. Oh no, because they're gonna. No, that portal disappears next turn. I'm stupid. Sorry. And Sneaks doesn't have easy access to a portal. Actually, yes, he does. Sneaks could mess with him here. I don't think he does. He could, but no, he doesn't. I'm assuming he didn't see it as worth it. Does he give up the card block on the bot? I mean, the kill guard? Well, he's probably scared that the bot's going to set. Yep, there it is. There it is. Oh, where do they go? Actually, it's not too bad. That's fine. I mean, the bot just gets fed to Sneaks here, but you know. Actually, it gets fed to. If the bot doesn't set here, Noob gets free 5 cards. But if it does, I mean, still gets free cards. Doesn't set. No way. No way. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Noob gets 5 cards for free. I mean, no sets have happened yet, but that's still a kill that's worth it. He sets anyway, like, because he can. Kill the bot. I was supposed to say, don't just let it sit there. There you go. Loses nothing on a 4. Incredible. Incredible. I can't believe the bot didn't set. That's ridiculous. Well, now Noob is actually himself in a decent position. And Marcellus, I don't know if Marcellus is going to be able to hold. I don't know if Marcellus is going to be able to hold against 2 portals. He's really going to have to use some trickery. Actually, the zombies have. I mean, the zombies could. I think the zombies might infect next turn. Potentially. Depends on how many cards they get. I mean, how many spaces they get to attack. Alright, I think Marcellus is going to try and guard. Yeah, he moves that back. He's going to try. He's going to try and hold his dominance. Which, I mean, he just might. We gotta win. Sneaks needs to put some on that 7. He doesn't. Okay. Alrighty, maybe he connects it. Maybe he connects those 2. I think he. Actually, no, he shouldn't. I think that would actually not be a good move. He pulls that back. How much did they just get? Another? Did they just get another 50? Ruh-roh. Nah, I don't think we see anything too major. No infection. which is going to prevent anything too crazy from happening. But now those stacks that are locked in the back are going to start moving about. Let's see, how much do we see get transferred everywhere? Actually, no, we still see quite a few troops just kind of locked everywhere. But zombies are getting big. Does anyone backdoor Marcellus? Is it worth it for anyone to do it? Noob didn't have access to. Chris is the only one who I think does. But it's debatable on whether or not he even would. Or he could just go straight through the 9, but I don't think it's in Chris's best interest to do that. Yeah, just takes a card and pass. That's the smartest thing to do. All right, Marcellus' turn. 47 troops, and he's gonna get the what? The 10? Yeah, the 10. 59 troops. Over double that of Sneaks. Could he kill Sneaks? No. Wait. No. Wait. No. I'm messing around. But I mean, it's close. If he stacked absolutely everything on that 18, then maybe. But like, probably wouldn't be entirely smart, and it wouldn't be worth it either. I can't believe how stable this game has gotten. Like, this is unbelievable. Now, Sneaks, once again, has the opportunity to backdoor him. But I still don't think he does. Like, once again, there's a portal right next to Sneaks that he could take and backdoor Marcellus with. But the thing is, Marcellus can easily, because of that exterior he has, can easily retaliate. So it's like, is it even worth it to do it? Like, he probably just loses an entire position when he can't really afford to. Oh, wait, though? Nah. Nah. He's just consolidating. So now we have Noob in 2 positions, Sneaks in 2 positions, Chris in 3, and Marcellus in 2. Albeit one of them is quite massive, but still 2. Alright, so Noob sets because they're ahead a couple of cards. And now he's offering to kill guard Sneaks. Interesting. I like this. I like this move from Noob, but it's going to stall out the game even more. Because Sneaks is the weakest person in this game. Oh, he's telling him to hit the 11. Does he do it? I mean, it's his cheapest card. I think he does, no doubt. But he also needs to stack some on that 7, otherwise he's gonna get broken. I mean, a 17 of zombies already on a portal, and they're gonna gain more. I'm sure he sees it. No set on 4 for Chris. Oh, he's gotta be pissed. I mean, he could very well die from no set. All right. Marcel is still playing this quite smart. We got away. And then Sneaks goes right into that. No, he doesn't. Really? Huh. That is very interesting to me that he didn't let Noob card block. That didn't let Noob kill guard him there. well, Noob's turn. Noob being able, surprisingly, to keep quite on par with Marcellus. But I think Marcellus is going to start to grind out a bit of a lead. And he gives up the bonus. Now he's single stacking. That's quite telling. All right. Now, Chris, no set on 4. What does he do? Takes a card. Obviously, he can't just not take a card in this situation, but now he's at quite a risk. I mean, if Marcellus sets here, he could kill him. It's still not worth it, though, is the only problem. It's just not. Also, one more thing. To anyone curious, whoever wins this game, whoever's the last one alive does not have to kill the zombies to win. They just have to kill all the other actual players. Marcellus is very much thinking about what he wants to do, but yeah, he sets. Just chills out for a bit. I mean, no reason not to. And he gives up. Well, he doesn't give up the bonuses, but like, does he let Chris just in behind him? I think Sneaks is done with this game. He doesn't have a set, that's why. Why is he feeding the game? Oh, that's no fun. That's no fun. Nah, he's probably just tired. Which, I mean, I don't blame him, but I don't know, that's kind of a bummer. Because now that puts, I mean, now Noob can just fuck. Yeah. Oh, well, he dies to the zombies, I guess, yeah. He doesn't, oh, he doesn't let anyone else kill him. That's an interesting move. Knows he's gonna die, doesn't let someone else kill him. Alright, well, Sneaks is eliminated. So now we're down to 3 players. One of these 3 will get the final qualifiers, final quarterfinal spot for this group. The other 2 will be eliminated. What do you do if you're Noob? He can't kill Chris, unless he had a set. Which obviously he doesn't, otherwise he would have used it by now, I think. But Sneaks was kind of his way to winning this game, so now I think he's kind of upset. And Sneaks do that. I mean, Sneaks do that if he just sat there and didn't set, just took a card, then Noob would kill him. I don't know. What do you do? What can you do? Yeah, so I make the game harder by eliminating myself. I don't know, Sneaks. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I fully agree with that. But I mean, it's not like it's not a move I can't respect. Like, I mean, I see what you want to do. I just don't know. I feel proud of my move. I mean, it's fair enough. Now Chris and Marcel are just card trading in Nirvana. I still think Marcellus wins here, but like, I just don't know when we see this game end. I'd prefer sooner rather than later, because I kind of want to go to bed. But And did he just card skip? Interesting. Didn't want to die, but I don't think anyone could have killed him. At least profitably. Actually, I mean, Marcellus probably could have, but like. See, now Chris is trying to figure it out. What have gave you say? Also, Sneaks, can I ask you, why didn't you accept Noob's offer to kill guard you? I mean, I knew he killed you kind of regardless, but like, still, wouldn't you have just gone for it anyway? Like, just in case? I mean, I suppose kill guards kind of become more difficult with portals, but like, you never know. He didn't take off the kill guard. You didn't accept it. There was no kill guard. He offered to kill guard you in that little corner. Oh, you had a 1 behind the stack. I didn't realize that. Maybe that's why he tried to get you to do it again. I don't know. Alright, we see. And he doesn't do anything. Fantastic. We see Chris. What does Chris do? I mean, he could try to kill Marcellus. When I say try, I mean it's possible. He shouldn't stack there. He's not going to do it. I really want this game to end. I did not expect it to last this long. Alright, Marcellus sets. I cannot believe how long this game is going. I did not expect any game on these settings to last this long. But that goddamn blizzard in the bottom right. Well, Sneaks, at least you had fun. I didn't in my group. I was so incredibly unlucky in all 3 of my games in my group. But having fun, I mean, that's important. These blizzards were heavy. I mean, these, like, I did not expect blizzards this, like, game defining. $69, nice. And he goes back to taking that. Okay. What is he doing? Why go back for it now when it doesn't matter? I don't know why Noob skipped a card. I think he loses. I think Noob most definitely loses. This is gonna all come down to Chris and Marcellus, I think. I mean, God, there's such a deficit. We still gotta do the after show. We do, and because I was thinking about skipping the after show because I am tired and I want to go to bed. But like, there are some questions I have, and it would be unfair. I mean, we do have some people watching this who would want to hear it. Oh god, please, like, fail to kill or something. God damn it. And he has a portal on his... Okay. Hopefully, hopefully, this game either ends this turn or next turn. There's no way it doesn't end at least next turn. Marcellus has a portal on both of his stacks. This does all go to YouTube, yeah. It all gets uploaded to the PRT channel. If you guys want to watch the VODs, by the way, they all get uploaded to the Professional Risk Takers YouTube channel. You can find it linked in the Discord server, or you can just look up Professional Risk Takers. You should be able to find it on the channels tab of YouTube. Chris, Chris, you should set. Chris, you should have set. Chris, my boy, you should have set. Chris, my main man, you absolutely should have set there. I'm positive that's what Felice is thinking. I'm surprised he's still awake. I think he's still awake. 471 for the zombies. Jesus Christ. Alright, what do we see? We see a set from Noob. Fuck. Guys, I don't know if this game's ever going to end. I gotta be honest. The strongest player is last in the turn order, and it's really starting to irk me. Like, the level of strength is reversed from the turn order, which makes this game last infinitely longer. God, I wish one of them didn't have a set. I mean, it was so lined up for Marcellus to win there. If one of them didn't have a set. Yeah, I hate zombies. Zombies, I hate them. See that? Now this is a smart move. This is a smart move from Marcellus. Get closer. Honestly, next turn, I think he just kills Noob. I think that's the move. I think that's actually 100% the move, is he just kills Noob. Stay there. If you move, Marcellus, I swear to God. Maybe move a bit back. Move a bit to your bigger stack. No! Ah. No! This sucks. This is really bad. I did swear to God. Did JJ choose all the settings? I bet he did, because these settings have sucked so far. And you want to know what we call settings that suck? JJ settings. Do you think if I offer one of these guys like 3 pennies, they'll suicide so we can do the post game and go to bed? Like, it guarantees at least them some money. Honestly, Sneaks, you were the real hero of this game. It's so sad you had to go out like that. You could have stopped this from happening in a better timeline. Oh, he forgot. he forgot. He forgot to split so he could guard from the portal. Oh well. He's already at such an advantage. Why didn't he just kill Noob? Why didn't he do it? Why didn't you do it? Like, surely he could have at least somewhat saw it, right? Like, surely, if I fear, just do nothing for yellow, yeah. If you did nothing, Noob probably won that turn, or did not that turn, but he would have won, and it would have been over by now, and Noob would have won probably. Because if he killed you, I think he would have chained it into a kill on Chris. But instead, we're here. Marcellus could have ended this game last turn, probably. But you know what? He chose not to. If he didn't skip under a single stack, I wouldn't have fed myself. But he made it too obvious, yeah. Yeah. All right, Marcellus, would you like to progress the game, perhaps? Nope. That was a no-peroni from Marcellus. And now he doesn't even need to guard a portal. Fantastic. All right, let's see. Let's see no set on 4. Come on, guys. At least one of you have no set on 4. Please, for the love of God. Noob wants to restart. I would. Does he want to restart? What about Chris? Can Chris and Marcellus see? If they can't see them, we can't do anything. Like, we can restart. I mean, Sneaks can't. Sneaks would still have to die. I mean, Sneaks is still dead if we restart. I think, right? Crackle, back me up. I think Sneaks still doesn't get to play if we restart, but I can't remember. Do Chris? It only needs to be a majority. So even if Marcellus doesn't agree, as long as as long as one of them agrees. Right now, Chris, do everyone a favor and kill somebody. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what the rules say. Is like it's only between whoever's still alive, and even then, I think if whoever's dead by the point that they can vote to restart, I think they still don't get in. Guys, I gotta be honest. I would really prefer we just didn't restart. How about someone just suicides potentially? Because I really want to go to bed, like super duper. I would like the rules checked before the restart if restart happens. Yeah, I'm gonna check them right now actually because I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be. Here, let me check something. Because I have to have minimize score for a minute. When the time elapsed for a game reaches the time limit, a majority of the players still alive can vote to restart the game with all of the original players rejoining. Never mind Snakes. If they do restart, you do get back in. If they choose to restart, you get back in. That's what the rules say. If we restart Sneaks, you get to join again. I don't know if Chris. I think this. No, Chris plays on PC. I saw his cursor. Never mind. I thought he might have been playing on mobile, so I didn't know if he could see. Marcellus, I think, might play on mobile though. Okay. Do they say no? I think if no one has a set on 4 here, if someone doesn't have a set on 4 here, the game could end. Oh God, we're gonna restart. Oh fuck. Marcellus says no, but Chris and Noob say yes, which is majority. Oh my God, we're restarting. All right, Brandon, my good night. I wish I was you. Do you want to come to VC first, Sex Sneaks? I don't care. No, I think it's allowed because you're dead right now. You can't say I can't tell you anything that would help you right now. You can come, but then once the game restarts, then you have to leave.
All right, I would just like to say, quarantine said this was okay, so if I get in trouble, it's on you.
Okay.
So basically,
Let me
the
turn you
move
down a
I
little
made.
bit. Let me turn you down.
Oh,
Like
I'm
you're
sorry.
gonna. That was okay. Go ahead.
Basically, the move I made, it, it was the best decision.
I hate you so much. If I could throttle you through the screen, I would.
Because, but
You're
you know
the
that I'm right.
you're the reason I'm still here, Snakes.
Yes, but you have to admit I made the right choice.
You did for you.
If I didn't do that, no, if I didn't do that, Nub kills me. Even I could have fed myself to him. Even if I did nothing, he kills me, right?
Yeah.
Because he had 3 cards. He skipped a card. Because I don't have a trade on 4. I'm on 5 cards. Somebody else could kill me, but the portal run open. He was the closest. He's a 35 to my 25, and he has the stack up top. He kills me. He gets a double trade. That's why he skipped a card. He didn't need that extra card.
I mean, you're right. You are right. But you're also the reason I'm still here.
Uh,
But you
and Felice. Also, Chris and Marcellus are in the game. We're just waiting for one more.
I'm waiting for Noob. Yeah.
Num needs to pee first. I just like the smile on my face. I wish I could turn my camera on and just show the world.
I'm so glad you can't. But
I mean, technically I could, but I couldn't.
uh,
Oh,
I can't believe I'm still here.
I
Why
can't
did we have
believe
to?
I made the best decision of my life.
Why did we have to start an hour, half an hour later? Was that also you?
No, that wasn't me. That was Marcellus and somebody else. Yeah, at first it was gonna be an hour later too.
Oh my God! If this was going on at midnight, I'd be gone. I would not still be here. I might have to leave early. I might have to have someone take over.
I'll take over while I play.
No, I don't think that's
Okay.
allowed.
Well, technically I'd be commentating while at my own game, but you know.
I've been told, like I've tried to commentate my own, and they've said no.
Well, who else is gonna commentate it? I
I
need
have no
somebody to
idea. I
commentate
need.
this build.
I was hoping
Also, I
maybe.
don't think I could anyways because
Yeah.
um yeah. So who asked it? Felice said, oh yeah. Marcellus was the one who said, can we move to 3 UTC? But then somebody said most I would do is 30 minutes because they already have multiple late nights this week.
Yeah.
So Chris is
Who was the one?
entirely my fault.
I really hope the person who said that was not one of the people who's still here.
Marcelius, is he in the game still? He is.
No, the person who said they already have multiple
They
late
are
nights.
they are here.
Who is it?
They are here. Chris.
Oh fuck! There are so many people
That's why
losing here.
it was gonna be it was gonna be an hour later, but he was like, no, the most I'm willing to do is 30 minutes. So that's why it was 30
If
minutes.
Noob is not here in 2 minutes, we are starting without him. I'm saying that right
He's
now.
in, he's in.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna leave the voice chat. Good luck.
Yeah. No shit.
I'm gonna start.
All right, guys. We are restarting game 3. I wanna die. Um. This is not my fault. I did not expect this to last this long. This is not my fault in any way. This is Sneak's fault, actually. And we are going to put 100% blame on him. Braden might already went to bed. He's not even going to join us for the post game. Mamba has probably also gone to bed. I really hope this game ends in like 15 minutes. It could. These settings would allow that to happen. Are there any crazy blizzards again? I mean, one of them splits the upper. Nothing crazy for like chokes on bonuses or anything. Marcellus gets a turn 1 bonus. Crazy. I hope the bot breaks him. Shit. Bot hits the zombies. Takes a bonus, actually. Alright, so the bot now has a bonus. It looks... So what does Chris do here? I think Chris might even go for the same bonus they did last time. The Copernicus Valley in the bottom left, that +2. I think that's how you say it, Copernicus. Nah, he's spreading himself out. Might take it later. I am so upset with Stakes right now. If he did not feed himself to the zombies, we would not be here. If he loses this, he better win. He better win. Anyone in the chat? Anyone still up? Or am I just talking to ghosts right now? I really hope I'm not. I really hope there's a reason for me to still be here. Noob takes command center. Turns out EG feeding himself. Give him another shot worked out for him. Yep. Bertalisk, how's it going, man? King Pete, how's it going, man? Hope you guys are enjoying this more than I am. Hey, apes. So that was gonna reduce to 1 stack. Wow. Up 3. Yep, that's rough. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. It doesn't even break him. You're kidding me. This game is so ridiculous. I hate this. Man, the blizzards aren't too crazy this time. I mean, they cut off that one cuts off, like splits that bonus. Everything behind that 7, I think Marcellus just clears out because no one else can get to it. You know, might as well just hold the extra territories, not let anyone be able to backdoor him. Maybe Killguard sneaks. Hits the bot 4, Killguard sneaks. Not a terrible move. I'm watching a movie at the same time as this, so lol, it's the only thing keeping me going. I just want to go to bed. I have an early morning. It's already 1:45. I think my phone's about to die too. And I'm reading the chat through my phone. We tested and practiced these settings a lot, and they never won more than 40 minutes. Crackle, that did not account for a 1 point hold on 2 bonuses Blizzard. I expect perfect. And to be fair, I expected terrible settings like this from a JJ tournament. This is so on brand it actually stings. Like I think JJ would be proud of how terrible this game has gone. Is he trying to get an infection to happen? Sneak's off to a good start. I am so. I mean, if we went through all of this and Sneaks doesn't even win, I am going to be so mad at him. So I'm completely fine with him doing this well right now. He doesn't want to hit the bot because he doesn't want to piss it off, but he's going to have to. Does Noob take that middle bonus? I mean, I think he has enough to guard it from the bot. I don't think he has to worry about it. Maybe. No, wait. Ooh, looks like he takes it. Let's see if that holds. It should, but you never know with these bots. And the bot holds a bonus of +3, and it does infect, but infects Chris. So that backfired. Now Chris is extremely weak, probably gonna lose. I mean, this is not looking good for Chris. Now it might come down and wipe out those 2 1s, wipe out another position of his. It is. That's rough. I think. No, it goes up. Wow, what a bad roll for the zombies. So Chris, incredibly weak, and he doesn't have really anything he can do about that. Doesn't have any bonuses to take because Marcellus moved into the one that he did have a chance of taking. Chris fed himself with that infection. Yeah, I don't know. That was a very risky move. I mean, I'm sure he figured someone else would get infected. You know, it was very unlikely that he would. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Of course, his best move is to create another infection. I don't know if he has the strength to do. Actually, he might. With the bot's kind of helping him. He might have the strength to cause another infection. I think he's just gonna chill though. Hide. He should. That's all he could really do right now. Wow, doesn't even guarantee himself a card. Hits the bot. Bot's gonna clear that out. I think this is dire straits for Chris. He has a sit on 3 though. That's lucky. I don't know. Do the zombies infect? They might. They just might, people. Does Sneaks help it happen? Yes, he does. I think. Actually, that might cause them to not do it. I don't know. Does that? I think they infect again. Who do they infect this time? He's spreading himself out. He's preparing for it. It infects Marcellus where? The 7. Oh no. Oh, went the other way. Oh no. Knew was about to lose 2 5s. No, it hits the portal. It hits the portal. And in the end, Chris still gets screwed over. There's no way. There is no way Chris is actually this unlucky. That is insane. This is okay. So Chris's game is over because the zombies are literally like making the perfect pathing to screw him over. Chris is definitely regretting the. And now you are shitting me. I am. I'm so mad. I'm so. If this game stalemates again, I'm gonna. If this game stalemates again, I'm quitting. I'm cutting. The stream cuts off if we restart again. He's counting the lines to kill the bot. If I'm Chris, I think I set here. Like he is genuinely the risk. Someone could genuinely kill him just because they can. Jows, thank you for the raid. We are here, hating the fact that we're still here. I wish I was in bed about half an hour ago. All right, so Chris does set. That's. I mean, there's no reason he wouldn't. Now what do we see happen? He's in 3 positions, which is lucky for him. I mean, I think he outlives the bot here, but I don't see any situation in which he wins. But yeah, again, thank you, Jazz, for the raid. Oh, man. Sneaks with 38 troops. He wants Noob to trade with him there. That's smart. Sneak's also keeping that position in the back is also pretty smart. I don't think he needs to stack that much there, though. I think he could just... I mean, maybe to kill the bot when he wants to. And just to make sure Marcellus doesn't clean him out. Bot getting hit. The bot's getting fed by the zombies. I think we quite possibly see the bot die this next turn, depending on if it sets. I mean, I think like if you're Marcellus, you just kill it, right? I would, just to get it out of the way, so no one else can take it in case it goes to the 5 cards like it did last time. I think if I'm Marcellus, I go for it. Mm-hmm. Yep, he is. I like that. I like that. I mean, it's not stupid. Like, it's not entirely worth the cards, but like, it's worth just having it out. Maybe it was worth the cards. I don't think he went negative on that. Oh, wow, does he leave that stack out? No. I think the move there should have been was just pull that 10 pull pull the 10 above back and leave that other 10 out there as an exterior, but it's whatever. His play. So the bot's dead now. Chris, not doing so hot. He's alive though, and kill guarded. Kind of. It's not a fantastic kill guard, but it's a kill guard. Man, this is. Plus 85. All right, here we go. Do we see any big hits? Nope. Maybe? Wait. Oh my god. This is so bad for Chris. Like, there's just no chance. The zombies are going to keep screwing him over. GG Chris. Noob definitely should take his bounty. He definitely. I mean, the bounties aren't worth anything. Oh, wow. Shit, he gets broken. Marcellus gets broken. Crazy. He's still fine, though. Or will be. Yeah, I think Noob should just kill Chris, too. Like, I don't see any point in keeping him alive. Get another person off the board. What's happening to Chris here is what happened to me in my game. Only the infections didn't happen. I just got hit by the zombies a lot. Why is he still staying in the portals? I don't know. Now he card skips. Which, I mean, if I'm noob, I still kill him. Like, even with the card skip, I still kill him. 100%. Alright, so sneaks, set. He's at 57 sneaks in a very good lead, but Noob's going to start to challenge him a bit. Oh, sneaks takes another bonus. All right, not bad, not bad. We'll have to see if Marcellus lets him hold. Or do we see Noob just take the kill? I don't think we do. I think he lets it go. Interesting. Does he roll? Noob. Come on, dude. Are you serious? There is no point. There is no point in doing this. You do not benefit from doing this. You're the two strongest people in the game. Whatever. I think Marcellus retakes Caucasus Mountains. I think once. Oh shit, my phone died. I'll have to read chat from my web browser now. Or maybe I can just. No, I can't. I don't want to. Wow, he wipes him out of there. Okay. Huh. Not a terrible move, but like kind of just advantages Noob. I think that's what Noob wanted to happen. And Chris continues to card skip. Hold on, let me do something real quick. All right, sorry. Back to the game. All right, so Sneak's still in an okay position. Okay, now he kills Chris. Thank you. Wow, bad dice. But Chris, unfortunately, is out. Chris, thankfully, continuing to spectate. All right. Well, unfortunately for Chris, he is now out of the tournament unless this resets again, which if it doesn't, we're not going to see what happens because I'm going to bed. If that happens. But so now, assuming we don't restart again, Chris is out. Alright, zombies take that bonus from Marcellus. He might take it back once the portal's reset and everything. I think it's best if for now he continues to sit where he is. That's smart. Stay in the portal, stay in the portal, stay in the portal, stay in the portal, stay in the portal. You don't let him get back there. Uh-oh. I mean, does Snakes even go for it? Does he bother? I mean, he still can't retake it, but he can involve himself. I'd imagine Marcel's probably just. I don't think Snakes does anything. I think he just takes a card and pass. Zombie stuff's getting pretty big though, and nobody's near each other. Cards are not cheap. He sits. Can't do anything with it. I mean, he could if his stacks were connected. Like, he could have killed somebody. But of course, that's not going to happen, because why would that ever happen? Why would anything ever happen? What a ridiculous thought. How dare I mere make the notion that something may happen? Alright. Zombies getting plus 31. Zombies aren't going to have a massive outburst or anything now that they are well outnumbering the board. They might have an infection at some point, but I think with people taking cards and stuff, I don't think that happens. If this game stalemates, I swear to God. I'm saying now Marcellus can't feasibly guard that bonus. Yeah, fair enough. Hey, Snakes, what are your thoughts on killing somebody? Apparently not great, because he's not going to do it. I mean, if he had the best dice of his life, he could. Noob does not sit on 4. Ruh-roh Spaghetti-O. That might be exactly what Sneaks needs. If Sneaks has a set on 3, I think he kills Noob. But that's if he has one. And I swear to God, I really hope he has one. I really, really do. I hope and pray that he has a set on 3, so that then this game can end. Nothing against the other players. I would just really like to go to bed. What time is it? Is it midnight yet? Yes, it is. Hey, go for another rest. Don't worry. Yeah. Anybody else love it when a game is decided by 2 people suiciding each other, then botting out? Yeah, that is fantastic. But yeah, no, Chris. If this restarts again, stream ends. Stream ends. People do not get to see the ending. I don't care. I don't think it does. I think this game ends now. Yeah. Oh my God, Marcellus, you upset me. He might have enough to do it anyway. Please have enough. Please have enough. Please, 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 please. Please have enough to punch straight through that 43. He doesn't. That game could have ended right there. That game could have ended right there. I mean, I respect Marcellus's excitement to win. I respect it. Oh my God. Wait. Wait. He could kill Marcellus here. Please do it. Please, 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 please. Oh my God. No. He's waiting. He does it next turn. Sneaks should remove yellows. Sneaks should. I wish Sneaks killed yellow last turn, but Marcellus decided to block him. And now Marcellus is going to die because he did that. Oh boy. Please just do it. Please just do it, noob. Why did you stack on the other one? Why did you stack on the other one? Slow roll it. Slow roll it, slow roll it, slow roll. Manual. He can still make it. He can still do this. He needs decent dice. Noob, do not stop. Just keep going. You could still do it. You could still have this kill. Does he not realize that? He can still, even with just decent dice, he could still have this kill. He didn't do it. Defeats the game, which is fine with me. But he still could have had that game. I mean, maybe not the game, but he still could have killed him. Oh well. Game over. Sneaks wins. Wouldn't you know it? What a terrible ending to this. This is just so underwhelming. This This was so not worth staying up for. And wow, he crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Just kill him, Marcellus. Please. Why did you do that? Why did he do that? I don't get that at all. Why did he do that? Well, guys, this sucked. This was not worth staying up for. I should have ended the stream as soon as they said they were restarting. And Noob gets the final qualifying spot. Hooray. Mallory, it just got over, thankfully. I mean, Phil, thank you for the raid. I just saw that. Who is streaming right now? This is Quarantined. Hey guys. We're gonna end, thankfully. We're gonna do post game really quick. If anyone joins, I could care less if they do. let me get the match final up on the screen, if that'll work. So our people moving on. The points might be deceptive, so let me make it clear. Mamba, Bradomite, and Noob 2.0 are our people moving on. Yes, Mallory, I know we had to restart game 3. Hey, I'm great, Phil. How are you? I really want to go to bed, but I'm